Today we're going to be taking a look at a classic and a modern Indy car, see how they drive, and then we'll be taking them up the Prescott Hillclimb to compare them against Formula 1 cars, Formula 2 cars, and a whole host of other racing cars. And this is the first car we're going to be looking at today. It's a recreation of the 1999 Indycar, or kart I think it was called back then. And in terms of specs, you're looking at around 960 horsepower, 560 newton meters of torque, and weighs only 700 kilos. So the first thing you notice is that it is super quick in a straight line. Even this version, which has quite a lot of downforce on, we're still hitting 300 k's on the straights. There is also an oval version as well, which is included in the pack. This car is created by the guys at VRC. I own a load of their cars. I'd really go and recommend checking out their website, which I'll link down below. But yeah, the car handles really well. Again, it's really quick in a straight line. Can be a little bit tricky through the corners. It doesn't have loads of downforce, and the oval one is even worse, of course. But it's pretty quick. It feels pretty solid. Definitely has quite a bit of understeer in this particular setup that I have on. I've not put a setup on. I've just taken some fuel out really. But you can see it's a little bit twitchy into the corner. A lot of understeer through mid corner. Traction is really good though, I must say. The traction is really good. You can carry a lot of speed through here. Riding the curbs, still getting used to the track at Watkins Glen as well. Missed the apex, but yeah, the main thing is it's really quick in a straight line. It sounds awesome as well, so that's always a good thing. So the next car we're going to be taking up the hill is this. It is the 2020 Indycar, or a recreation of the 2020 Indycar, made by the guys over at Race Sim Studio, who I've featured on the channel before. Again, I'll link to their store below because they are, again, one of the best modders for Assetto Corsa. The car has 660 horsepower, so a lot less than the other one, 410 newton meters of torque, and weighs 845 kilos. So again, it's less power and more weight. But of course, with technological advancements, this is 21 years older than the other car. This has a lot more downforce. So while it definitely isn't as fast in a straight line with this particular aero package, it really does grip around the corners. In fact, it's significantly slower in a straight line, which I wasn't expecting. I don't know how true to life that is, but it really does struggle to get up to speed in the downforce configuration. It does have an oval configuration as well, just like the other one. But yeah, the top speeds are nowhere near as fast as the older Indycar, but the cornering speeds are definitely faster. You can really feel the grip that you can have through the corner. It's a lot more planted. The traction is really good. It does still understeer a little bit, but nowhere near as much as the other car. In fact, you can probably take a lot more speed through these corners, especially if you can find the right setup. So it's going to be really interesting to see which one is going to be faster up the hill. Will it be speed, or will it be the more grip and downforce? Here we are then, the first run for the 99 IndyCar. Let's see if we can get anywhere near the Formula 1 cars. No traction off the line, but 185 k's coming into that first left-hander, so super quick. Little lock up into the first hairpin, but really good turning circle actually for the size of this car. But now heavy on the brakes. It's really good on the brakes. That is one area where this car does excel. But look at the traction issues we're having here. Up in even third gear, we're sliding sideways. Can't take too much speed from the S's just because of the understeer that I'm experiencing with the car. Again, loads of wheel spin coming out of this corner into the final corner. It tries to swap ends on me, but we hang it together. It's really fighting me, and we cross the line for 37.427. Now let's have a look at the modern IndyCar. Off the line then, in the modern IndyCar, this car has a really long first gear, so you have to wheel spin up through just to get it off the line really, to keep the revs up. Only 150 k's into the first corner, much slower than the kart car, but it does turn much better through the low speed corners, and of course it has much better traction as well than the other car, so that's where this car is going to excel. But he's definitely going to lose time in places like this down the straight. Coming down into the S's, we can carry more speed into the S's just because of the extra downforce that we have. Leaving the S's, we do get a bit of wheel spin on, as you can see, almost hit the wall, but it's less fighty than the kart car. Flat out now, over the finish, 37.249. So it is the modern IndyCar that wins, but only by under 0.2 of a second. That's actually really surprising. Just shows you that the extra downforce really does make up for the power that the 99 IndyCar has that was just fighting me all the way around. I definitely think I can get another like half a second, even to a second off of both of these times, but it's interesting to see where they stack up. Only just a little bit faster than a Super GT car and a hypercar, and obviously a little bit slower than the Norma Hillclimb car, and less than a second slower than a Formula 2 car. So it's not miles away, but probably quite realistic for this type of track. It's really not made for this type of track, these cars. They're made for big American ovals and big American tracks like Road America, for example. So yeah, really interesting. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Really hope you enjoyed it. Please do like and subscribe to the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.